Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Yes, I know my color's up. There, you feel better? Well, I pre-tape these quite a lot ahead of time. This will be coming up sometime in February, but it's actually October in which I'm taping this. Sorry. I had popcorn before, I shouldn't have. But I really wanted to tell you about something. Today, I went out and I voted. It was a general municipal elections. Now, wait, Mike? Isn't this a diabetes channel? It is a diabetes channel. However, getting out there and voting allows you to have your voice on where things are going. A lot of diabetic issues are kind of chosen and what they're going to do with Medicare and everything. It's up to you to listen to each candidate in your riding and decide which one will best represent me in the House of Commons, the Legislative Assembly, or at City Hall. Oh, sorry, God. I'm just a little worn out from voting. But you need to make sure that your voices are heard. If not, you could get a party or a person that just wants to chip away at our social Medicare system. But you also want to talk to people who are for making sure that you can afford to live. Because a diabetic has to eat, and I don't mean junk food all the time. I mean, someone's got to get out, be able to get you food, offer the medical that you need, and I know there's a whole bunch of polarity, but you've got to go in there and you've got to think of who is actually going to do the best job. Oh my God, something new. But people will not be totally open. They say, oh yes, we're for Medicare, and then they get in and they start slashing. And I don't want you, wherever you are, whether you're Republican, Democrat, NDP, or up here, conservative, it's important that you are aware. Now, you may be able, part of the rich people in the world that, oh, well, I've got private insurance. It doesn't matter. But a lot of work is often done before these people even run. And I know more than a couple of years ago in BC, we had where the whole Legislative Assembly was one party, except for two people. And they weren't offered opposition status. It was a whole big rigmarole. And I also don't agree with one party being in control for so long. Because we sometimes need new ideas. And it may be the nicest guy, but what is he going to do for the group of people voting for him? We've all heard of negativity about people who were nice guys before they were elected, and then after they were elected, they just turned your back. Who did I vote for? I voted for the best party to represent me. Now, we have the big problem in Canada. Excuse me. In the States last time, they did quite well in getting people out to vote. Good job. You got to keep that momentum going. Some countries, I believe, for a while, I don't know if they still do it or not, Australia made it legal where you had to go vote. And my strong feeling is, if you don't vote, you don't have the right to complain. So if I didn't vote, I didn't have the right to complain. Now, years ago, when I was living in East Vancouver, I missed one municipal election. And I had to, what did I have to, I was just over the Boundary Road in Burnaby at the hospital. Yes, I know. Mike's at the hospital again. And I couldn't go and vote. But provincially and federally, they make sure that they get out to all the areas voting. And, you know, if you're in the hospital or something, I'm sure they will give you the right to vote. They have to. I went and it was just over here at the local school, but I had to go the roundabout way. And I did it, I voted, I got back, did what I had to do, and just laid down. I was exhausted. But sorry, we have to do what's right, and if we don't vote, and things that we need to take care of in the diabetic world, for me, home care, making sure that everything is accessible in the community for me. Now, if it was a provincial election, healthcare would definitely be on the topics to be discussed and where each party is going. And I can tell you something. This really isn't diabetes related, but it'll tell how it worked. In BC, we had one party who want to make sure that we paid for our bus passes to get up and to get out, and it had to come out of our disability allowance. And then there's another one who gives us free bus passes. You know, the bus passes, whether I have to pay, I enjoy the free ones, but if I have to pay, it's not a deal breaker. But, you know, little points like that, you have no right to complain unless you get out and vote. And if you don't like the way something is happening, voting time comes around, get out and do something about it. I can remember my first time. Yes, I was away at school. I was over at Shawnigan Lake. And during that year, I turned 19. And I went, and I asked if I could register, and the headmaster said yes. I went and I voted. And it was great, and I was allowed to watch TV that night. I was able to watch the elections results come in. So, if things are going right, make sure that you vote someone in who's going to do something in diabetes care. Make diabetes the topic for a change. We have to sit there. Oh, we're the 5%. Let's be quiet about the price of insulin. Down in the States, the insulin prices are going berserk. You need to stand up whenever your elections are and make sure your voice is being heard. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye now.
This is